everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm Anie, creator and inventor of the Jool tool. And on today's show, I'm going to be answering questions that I have been receiving on our website chat. And it seems to be these questions seem to be really popular because we've received multiple. So I figure let me address some of these questions on air. It's easier for me to explain it than me typing it and all that good stuff. So on today's show, if you are watching the replay and you have questions on items that you're curious about, put your comments here and I will we'll read them and I can address them on my next show. So I'm open. You guys ask me a question, I'm always here for you to answer. So we've got hi Karen Miller Anderson. Hello. So basically I'm just going to go through my first question that I had was, Ani, what is the difference from the pink magic buff? Besides that we are lovers, we love each other, the difference in the blue buff and the yellow magic buff. So I'm going to, hi Mary Bartels. Mary, I was just thinking about you the other day. How you doing? I missed you this year in Tucson. So I'm going to explain these. And again, so if you guys, hey, hi, I know who Biff's wife now. Hi, Teresa Sarnowski. Hi, Teresa. Hello, my love. Um, yes. Oh, so yeah, let me know if you guys got your jewels because Rita got her jewels and she sent me a text message yesterday and Rita goes, oh my God, Ani, I got my jewels. They are gorgeous in capital. I'll show you the text. And she's was like, wow. Like she couldn't believe how she said they were prettier in person than um hands off my boyfriend right now. It's my boyfriend. Nicole has a collection of pink buffs. If you guys don't know, Nicole has posted in the JOOLTOOL community. What are we at right now? 4, 5 pink buffs. Nicole can do this show on the pink buffs. Let's just say this. So I'm gonna break it down really easy, you guys. Very simple. So the yellow come in 4-inch and 3-inch. Okay. Now the yellow is going to give you a high polish, but not the highest polish. Okay. So it will give you a high polish, but when it comes to high polish, there are different tiers, you guys. I know, right? Could you believe it? It is. So this will give you a high polish. Let's just say that. And it has a little bit more like kind of strength if you have something that's more heavily tarnished, if you will. So the yellow would be the choice for something like that. And then who else? 4, lol. Nicole says she has 4 pink magic buffs. Hi, Deborah Marimay. Hello, afternoon, y'all. Is that the afternoon, y'all? Is that Melanie Campbell? I'm just gonna ask. So next is the blue magic buff. These are the Smurfs. This is Papa Smurf. And what's the girl's name? Smurfette. These are the Smurfette collection. That's what we should have called them. Darn it. The Smurfette collection. So they're really the blue magic buff. So now the blue is going to be a higher polish than the yellow. So this I would not use for removing like tarnish, light tarnish. You can do light tarnish. You can do. Okay. Now, the pink glorious magic buff right here, as you see right before your eyes, is the ultimate highest. Did I say highest? Highest polish there is. It is so fine. It's amazing. So the pink is the highest polish. And so what I love about the pink, why I talk about the pink so much, is the following. Who else is there?
We got Deborah Merriman.
And here, Karen Rumpel. Hi, Karen. Hello. Okay, so Can I have overhead? Do I have overhead cam? Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So, so perfect. So overhead cam, I'm going to show you guys a difference. So the Pink Magic Buff, you guys know that these have flaps. Do you guys see? Let me pull this up just a little bit more so you guys can see.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So these are constructed really, really tight. Do you guys see how much like layers there are? It's not like a one that has like a gap in between, because the ones with the gaps in between are cheap because they save on material. But I make sure that my manufacturer makes this tight, tight, tight. I want all that material everywhere. Look at that, you guys. So what makes this really unique, you guys, is this will not catch on like prongs or anything sharp. You won't like you don't like if you're polishing something like this with a sharp tip, like you won't worry about this giving kickback or ripping it or changing the shape because it won't catch anything the way it's constructed. But if you're using like the blue or the yellow, let's say, these are your typical stitched buff. And these are great, but just know that that's how they're constructed. See how the like your regular cotton buff has that stitching around the circle? So do these. So these will have that possibility of the catchation, So just know that going in. But with the pink, since I have on, I'll actually grab one. So the pink would be like this, for example. So like you can get into like hard to reach areas without it catching. Like look at how I got. Whoa.
Wow.
Look at, you see how I got all the way into that corner? See, this is okay. This kind of dullness is perfect for your pink magic buff. Do you guys see how it got into the nooks and crannies? Like it took care of both. Because if you're going to use, like, let's say, a buff, the buff, it's not guaranteed where this is spraying, how much you're getting in there. Do you know what I mean? And remember, it can spray and polish other things that you don't want it to polish. So the pink is great for really, really, really getting into those areas. Like same with this. We had done this on a previous show. Like it does double duty. You know what I mean? It gets right into that corner, right there. So that's what I love about. And then the pink can be used. Don't forget, this will work really nice on stone too. It polishes stone gorgeous. So so will the blue. The blue, but I would say keep one for stone and keep one for stone and keep one for metal because you don't want the black particles to get lodged into your stones. Okay, looky who I found, Anie and crew. Who are you? Make yourself known, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. So that I'm gonna close the subject of the magic buffs. Is there any other questions? If there are, let me know because we are moving on. So the next question I have is, Ani, do I need a separate wheel for working on silver, copper, hardened steel, stainless steel, hammers, chisels, whatever you got? Now, should you use a different pink buff with different types of metals? Teresa, bonk, that's perfect. Ah, bonjour, Rita. Yeah, I sent a message on Facebook. Did you get it? Rita, on Facebook, I rarely check Facebook messages. I need to get these and see how they do on Bolarite. Is that David Rowland? David, is that you? David, I think I have some of the Bolarite you sent me. Give me, if I can find it, I'll check it out. Rita, I didn't check. Let me check. Hold on. Where did you send it? On Facebook? Okay, so you didn't send it to me. You sent it on like a JOOLTOOL, probably Facebook. I'll have to look at that. I was blocked last time. No, you're oh.
Not blocked anymore.
No, Shirita, you're posting on YouTube. You can post on Facebook now. Rita, try commenting on Facebook because You were blocked only for that show on the live. Yeah. So Rita, comment on my Facebook. Go jump to Facebook and make a comment. Oh wait, she says, did you see our comment? Go up. Did you see Rita's comment?
Did she try to comment? No, she hasn't commented.
Rita, I don't see your comment. But she could have been a Facebook user. Oh. Rita, write something in French so we know if it's you, if it's a Facebook user. Right, merci. Try that. Okay, try that. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So next is, so the good question is do we need different wheels? Now, like I said, so when you guys are going to be using it for metal, it's going to get all black. Okay. And if you use it for stone, it stays nice and merci, we got it. You're back on, Rita. Rita, you are, but I see you as Facebook user. Put her up so she can see it.
But you're there.
Yes, you're there. Yay. See, you're not blocked. However, if you don't watch it, I think on the JOOLTOOL Facebook page, you show up Facebook user. If you comment like on JOOLTOOL community, it comes up, but who cares? I know who you are, so it's fine. So yay, I know. Yeah. So I was just talking about you. I was telling you how you texted me and said the stones were gorgeous. So for when it comes to stones, I definitely want you to have two separate ones. You don't want the metal lodged in. Now, when it comes to like metals like copper, silver, gold, like hammers, hardened steel, stainless steel, all of that stuff. This is the reason why you shouldn't mix the metals. Now, whether you are having the pink buff, whether it's your felt wheel, whether it's your scratch eraser, okay? It is customary to have like one that you're using mainly for copper and silver or something like that, all on one. But let's say that you started to work with gold, or you're doing a lot of like hammer work and, stainless steel. It is suggested to have a separate wheel. Now, listen, I know everyone has a budget, and not everyone can afford to do the double scratch eraser and whatnot. It really, if you can afford it, that's the way to go, is to have a separate wheel for that specific metal. If you can't, you guys, then I would say that try to clean them, kind of dust them off, because if you work with copper, it's very orangey. So kind of dust them off with one of my like brushes. I don't know if I have a brush around here, somewhere around here. Oh, I used to. Thanks, Laura. What's it called? It's gone. Anyways, you can do that. Or I want to say also the problem is if you ever send your wheels or dust to be refined, the refining companies don't like you to mix metals. You're not going to get your money's worth. So if you're primarily working on silver and you want to send all your silver stuff to be refined, you have to keep it separate. The second that you start messing around and making working on like hammers and whatnot, this is a completely different metal, and you really don't want to mix them. Will it affect your wheel? No. But mixing metals sometimes is not the greatest idea. I'm just saying, hey, Bonnie, I got it. Well, hold on, Bonnie. I'm going to say something to you. So, I'm all about being frugal. I really am. I don't want to tell you guys to buy one and use it specifically for your silver, use it specifically for your steel or your copper. But I'm going to say it's suggested to do so. Same with your felt, same with your buffs. You usually, as jewelers, we don't mix metals at all. Like, especially when it comes to like gold and platinum, do not, I repeat, do not mix your wheels and stuff with, different metals. So that's my answer to that. Now,
hi, Anie, I'm not a jeweler, but what are your thoughts on home use?
Hi, Anie. I am not a jeweler, but what are your thoughts on home use? Hi, Amar. Amar, like as far as like using the Jewel tool for your like home stuff, like for example, if you search YouTube, you'll find that I use the Jewel tool to clean my stove, the center griddle. We use the Jewel tool to clean all that rust out. Who remembers me filming from my house and I cleaned my stove? I had a really nice stove and we had never used the center grill and it rusted. So I cleaned it out. And then everyone was saying, wow, Anie, you can use that to clean your grout, clean the edges of your windows. There's so many uses you can use it in the house. We have a Jewel tool in our house. Everyone uses that Jewel tool for it has nothing to do with jewelry. My kids are using it. My son makes something. He needs something to grind down and polish. He's using the Jewel tool. So it is a handy tool. A lot of men who are woodworkers, they like to fiddle around in their garage. They just need an extra tool. They have a Jewel tool and they're not jewelers at all. I sell to a whole other world, a whole other industries that have nothing to do with jewelry. And they use it. Even at the SEMA, the car guys use it. They grind their little nuts and bolts and stuff down. Dentists use it too.
Karen Miller Anderson fixed her spoons that were eaten by the garbage disposal.
Yes, she fixed her spoons that were eaten by the garbage disposal. I know. How funny. I was looking at a spoon earlier. Believe it or not, we do a lot of this. Should I show? Okay, so you guys, I'm going to be at JCK this year. Remember, there was a big announcement I was going to announce. Well, I forgot to announce it. So I know, the girls here are laughing. Erica, you made me laugh. I'm going to JCK. Now, I know you guys saw my post yesterday, so it's this weekend. What was weird is I wasn't going to do the show. Everyone has downsized their booth so much. Like, I can't begin to tell you. Between Rio Grande, Guess Wine, Auto Fry's not even there anymore. Yeah, everyone's downsized, especially what I saw last year. It looked kind of little scary. But this year I decided to do my own booth. So I was speaking to some of my colleagues in the industry, and I was saying, you guys, who's your contact at JCK? And they're like, oh, you have to work with this guy. He's the best. He takes care of all of us tool people. So I send him an email, and he doesn't know me from Adam, really. He doesn't. I just say, this person told me to contact little old me. By the way, do you have a booth for me? And he responds, sorry, we're all sold out. Bonk. And I'm like, okay, I guess there's no JCK for me. So, okay, everyone look at Nicole. Relax, Nicole. So I was like, oh crap, you guys, they're sold out. That's what I get for trying to get to a show a few months in advance. Like, I'm a little late to the party. I knew I was late to the party, but thought I would try. There's no harm in trying, right? So he called. So I call him. I didn't see that email. Then I called him and I go, hey, I won't say his name, but I'm like, do you have any booths available? He goes, oh, did you not see my email? We have no booths. And I go, okay. And they said, well, just a little information about me and who I know and who gave me your contact info. So I gave him a whole spiel. I do this. I know this person. I know these people. I've been coming to JCK since I was a little girl. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I said all sorts of stuff. So he's like, well, if anything becomes available, I'll let you know. But there's a pretty big wait list. I'm like, okay, fine. And I hung up. So I pretty much went to Yar and I go, okay, no JCK for me. And I walked away. Next thing you know, I think this guy did some research. He called people, checked me out. I don't know what he did, you guys. I get an email that same day, a miracle from heaven, saying, what do you think if we make a booth for you? And I'm like, come on up, make a booth for me? What are you talking about? So I've never seen JCK do this. So JCK made a booth for me. They literally made a booth for me, and they decided we also need to put MJSA somewhere. That is another big show in New York that I do. That's the big jewelry manufacturing show in New York. And so they're like, what do you think if we put you and MJSA next to each other, right by across from Stuller and Rio Grande and Sunstone Welders? And I'm like, I'll take it, please. And so they made a booth for me, you guys. Could you believe that? I know, just a little excited. So JCK made a booth for me. They really want, they love me. They really, really love me. They wanted me there. I couldn't believe it. So I'm a little excited because I didn't expect all this. And so JCK, we're coming to JCK with my own booth, and I'm literally right smack in the middle with all the big boys. I usually demonstrate like in the booth with Rio Grande or Stuller or Guess Wine. And you guys, I'll be honest with you, it's really tiresome. Like I have to have someone in the booth with Stuller. I have to be at the booth with Rio and Guess Wine. And from my years of experience, they kind of get a little upset when I'm not there personally giving my time. I've had this issue. So I thought maybe this year it would be more neutral, where I would have my own booth and I can send business to them. Everyone's happy. So anyways, so hi Mary Fugate, you're so adorable. So anyways, back to Bonnie. Back in what year was that? 2015, Bonnie? I met Bonnie Mahafe. It's true. She came up to me with a wire wrap, and I remember talking to you, Bonnie. I remember it all. So I met Bonnie at JCK many, many, many years ago. And 2015, right, Bonnie? Yes, 2000. Right, click on that. Yes, see, look, she said 2015. There you go. Yes, in 2015. I know, and I'm so sweet what you said, Bonnie. Bonnie said that what did I say? What did you say? That I made you feel like you were the only jeweler there. If you've ever come up to me at a show, that's who I am. I mean, you're there in front of me. You're just as valuable as like the group that comes from Tiffany and Company. I'm there to demonstrate the JOOLTOOL, and I care. I care about my people. And you were so sweet. So that's how I am. So don't be scared to come. Yep, she says, yep, I love you, Bonnie. I love you. Yeah, yep, you're so cute. So I hope to meet more people. A lot of people commented that they'll be coming. So I'm excited. And then we have Patty. I know Patty. Patty is going to be in Vegas, and how dare she not stay to meet me, to see me, right? Patty is leaving. That's Patty. Missing you by less than a day. I say you stay extra. Okay. And then so Nicole goes back to who else? What else can you use a JOOLTOOL for? She says the U.S. Army. Thank you, Nicole, for that. And cars. And you can use it to polish your headlights. I have a YouTube video on that as well. So, okay. So there's one more other thing I wanted to say for the, I kind of explained to you guys my JCK situation. So I'm there. I'm in. So just wish me luck, you guys. My mill might be a little ticked if I miss a birthday. Yes, I know. You can't miss a birthday party. I know, Patty. Okay, so back to my explanations. This is what we do here. We go in one direction, come back around, and I circle back. So we're back. So one thing that I really want to explain is the edges. When is the New York show? Teresa, the New York show is usually when it's the coldest time in New York. It's usually in February. I know that it's always in February. End of February, March, something like that is MGSA. I used to go every year. Every year I would be there, but I have seen that show decline. So sometimes it's not worth it for me to go all the way from California, all the way to New York. So these days, thank God, I get to pick and choose my shows. Before, I was a crazy woman, man. I'd be at every single show. Girlfriend can't do that anymore. I'm getting tired. I'm only about 2.5 hours from. Oh, really, Teresa? Well, hell, if I go to New York, I'm going to let you know. You'll do fine. Just stay true to you. Aw, thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. So cute. Okay. So one thing I really want to say is your edges. Look at you guys. Look right here. Camera 2. So I want to talk about your edges. Not your edges of your hair. I'm talking about the edges of your discs. So now this is a good sharp edge. Do you guys see that? You guys see how nice and 90-degree corner that is? That's great for like when you want to get right up against like something like it perfect. Like you want to get right up under there, right there, like perfect. You guys see how it gets in there? Or it can get into a really like tight corner. I don't know what I'm doing, but it can get like right up against something like this. Are you guys with me? Like super, 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 like gets in there. Now, if you have something as I call a flying saucer, this is called the flying saucer. You guys see why it looks like a flying saucer? Because what it really should look like is this. Are you guys with me? So this has a nice sharp edge, and this is El Flying Saucer. This came from a class. This is a class back in JTV's time. So someone really went to town and made this into a flying saucer. So they just last so long that I can't even bear to throw them away or take them off because it still works. So I use this for like if I don't need that extra corner, that really tight, that really corner. Like this is great for like let's say I'm doing a heart shape. Do I have a heart shape? I don't have a heart shape. But you get what I mean. Like to get into that groove of here, let me find the heart. Do I have a heart? I know. Don't give me a deep breath, Kimmy. Kimmy gave me a deep breath. Don't do that. Like, do I have a heart? Heart. Hello, heart. I don't have a heart. I mean, I have a heart, but I can't find a heart. Oh, here's a good one. Here, this is good. Hold on. Look. So this is good too. So like, even if you wanted to get into this really tight areas corner, like
maybe the same for some of my hearts.
yes, yes, yes. So David, yes, David has hearts. So do you guys see how you can get right up under there versus if you have like the flying saucer, for example. The flying saucer is really hard to get in there because it's like now you're there, but you're not touching their flat. It's kind of like wobbly. So back in the day, I would always tell people, to get 2 felt. One to have on hand when you need that corner 90-degree sharp edge. Have that on hand. So an extra felt is excellent to have. And they're not that expensive. So I'll definitely say you need it because it's great. And one to do for everything. Like don't even worry if you're turning it into a flying saucer. This is your everything wheel. Okay. So I used to always say this about the felt wheels. And then cut to Tucson back in, I want to say 2017, no, about 2016. I have a group of ladies, you know who you are. They come up and they're like, I would like 2 scratch erasers in medium, 2 scratch erasers in fine, and 2 scratch erasers in very fine. And I'm like, you guys, they go on sale, every so often. I don't think you need to buy 2 of each, then stock up now. Like here I am telling people not to buy. Yeah, if you guys know me, you guys know that I will tell you that. I'm that person. Sorry, it's the truth, you guys, I have to be honest. So they go, oh no, Anie, it's not for that. They want the corner sharp, 90-degree corner and one to use for everything. And I'm like, you guys, I didn't even think of that for the scratch eraser. I had been just singing this tune with the felt this whole time. Didn't even think of the scratch eraser. So thank you, because now I suggest you do the same with the scratch eraser. Because here we have a nice little crispy crisp one, and we have one that's starting to get rounded over. It's not so bad, but you can see. Mine are not that bad because I don't like to roll over my edges. I don't like to work on the edges too much. And, if you guys find that you're working on the edge a lot, that's probably because you're trying to reach into certain areas. You might want to consider getting the soft fine scratch eraser because the soft fine, as soon as I find it, will give you a little bit of a cushiness. See, like I use my soft fine a lot for that, and you guys can see the edges of my soft fine because the soft fine is more cushier. Do you see that? So it'll conform into all those areas. So the soft fine is great to have on hand. And you'll see, you'll probably keep your other ones lasting longer because you're trying to not get into weird areas because the soft fine will conform and reach into those weird shaped stuff. Does that make sense? Like this is what I mean. I don't even know what I'm going to show you. I have planned nothing. My brain is on JCK. Did you guys not see the mess around here? This is me trying to organize to take my junk. I was going to say my crap. My junk, my stuff, my goods to JCK. Let me show you. Here, this is a good one, you guys. Look. So like this one is very like curvy. But if I want to curve this and fit right in here, like I have to kind of work it. Like you guys see that curve right there? Like how do I get in there? Like this will get right in there. Look at that. And I can just work it. That's the magic of the soft fine, you guys. I don't think people realize the advantages of the soft fine. Do you guys see how I was able to get into that? You guys see right there? That is the benefits of the soft fine. It gets right in there. It's just delicious. And then you can just take your felt and polish it. Look. And there, that's it. And the felt has a little bit of a give too, so it's easier to get in there. You know, very similar. Wait, there it goes. Hold on. I'm practicing for this week. I haven't been doing this for a while. I'm practicing. So be mindful of the tips, just so you know. There we go. Hello. Hello. There we go. Let me get rid of that crap. There. I need to make it look pretty. You guys see that? Ooh la la. Ooh, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's the situation right there. The scratch erasers. Oh, hold on. We got some comments. Offline. Okay. Yes, I do the same for some of my hearts. Thank you, Dave. Yes, to get into that sharp little heart. And then Nicole says a flying saucer felt is honestly so important. Yes, having one that goes into everything is great. Billy says Lois Berry. Oh, Andrew Barry's wife. Lois, yes, I love her. She's so sweet. Showed off how well she was able to polish a watch crystal using the Jewel tool yesterday during her during the Q&A. Oh, I missed it. Thank you, Billy, for letting me know. I saw the video. I mean, if you guys want to be wowed with the Jewel tool, like, yeah, that was impressive. She polished a watch crystal and it was it was so scratched that it looked like someone spray painted frosting on, like it was frosted. It was that scratch. And I was like, wow. So she polished it and it was like it was like see-through, it's glass. And just so you know, she has zero Jewel tool training. Zero. She has, like, Andrew's the jeweler in that relationship. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that a novice, no experience whatsoever, can pull that off, thank you, Mrs. Berry. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You see, Andrew, you did good by marrying her. Yeah, because remember, you guys, the Jewel tool that I created is intuitive. It's created by a woman. We kind of make things a little easier than men tend to make. It's the facts. I'm not sorry, my gentlemen out there, but sometimes you guys way over engineer things, like way over engineer. Even Yara will say sometimes, whoa, this is way over engineered. The Jewel tool is simple. It's very you figure it out. It's very intuitive. Do you know what I mean? And so she figured it out. All she did is follow the steps. That's all she asked us. What do? I go follow the steps. Follow the yellow brick road. follow, 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 follow till you hit the till you hit your pot of gold. But that's all it is. And then okay, so then she got to the Nicole era who has excessive extras and probably needs an abrasive anonymous meeting. I love it. Yes, we're gonna do abrasive anonymous meeting for AA. Oh my goodness, we can call it the AA.
Literally AA.
AA. Okay, no
Abrasive
offense to
anonymous.
the people who really are in AA. Just saying, I know some people, so I don't mean to disrespect. So yeah, that's that. So thank you for that, telling me about that, Billy. I didn't know. Who else watched Andrew Barry's live yesterday? Anybody? Anybody? So anyway, so that those are those questions. Is there any other questions that you guys have that you can pick my brain before I pack this stuff up and I go to Las Vegas?
We're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas.
Vegas or bust.
It was so funny. I posted that I'm going to JCK and my sister's like, oh my God, you'll do so good. Dad's so excited that you're going. Like you have your own booth because remember, I would go there with my dad as a little girl until until I was married. I went. I remember I bought a tennis bracelet with him from one of his dealers. And my sister goes, Mom will be there. She's not missing the casinos for anything. So my mom used to love going to the casinos. She was like a slot, right, Mom? Slot woman. She loved her slots. And you know what's funny is I did a pawn show. Remember I did the pawn show? I did a pawn show last July. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but my mom really wanted to go to Las Vegas. And I said, you know what, Mom? I know it's been difficult for you to get to Las Vegas, but when I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna take you to Las Vegas. So I booked everything for my mom. We drove her down there with my dad and her caretakers, and we had a wonderful time in Las Vegas. And I'm so grateful I took her to Las Vegas in July because on April 18th, I know on August 18th, she went into the hospital. So, you guys, today is today. You have it. It's tangible. It's happening. Tomorrow's promised to no one. So if anything, you guys, if I have anything to say to you guys today, make the most out of today. Make the most out of every day that you have. Because we don't know what can happen. God bless you. You saw what happened with COVID. Did anyone ever think our lives would ever be like that? No. So you guys live for today. Enjoy every minute. Enjoy everyone in your life. You know what I mean? So that's what I have. That's all I got. My battery is dying. I have to watch the rest on replay. Have a great time, Jessica. Thank you, Teresa, for actually saying that. I really appreciate your love and your support and your prayers. Please, everyone, pray for me. No. I know a lot of people at the show. We're setting up a lot of meetings with manufacturers. Believe me, right before this call, right before I went live, my phone is right here. I got a phone call. Oh, that's my son. I got a phone call from one of my Indian distributors saying, Anie, someone wants to see you. They're an exhibitor at the show. They have multiple factories. And she's a woman owned. That was impressive. Woman owned huge factories. She wants to come and meet with me in person. She wants to meet the founder, the creator of the JOOLTOOL, and set it up in her factory. So, that's what I wanted this booth to be. I really wanted the time to spend with people who use it. You know what I mean? It's really difficult when you're in someone else's booth. Like they got all these little demos going on. It's not the same when you have your own booth. So I'm hoping that I can do more of that. Oh, Deborah, the trim saw, thank you for mentioning that. The trim saw is around the corner. I haven't been saying anything because I clearly I didn't even announce I'm going to JCK. But Deborah, the trim saw, if you guys are listening, the trim saw is coming beautifully. So what we had to do, you guys, is we were hit with ridiculous costs on making it during COVID. Like, you remember how my bags cost me so much, you guys? Same situation. So now that things have the dust has settled, we've been able to negotiate better tooling costs because you guys, this is not something I like makeshift in my garage and we make things. This is like has to go into full factory production with tooling, and each tooling for each part is like $60,000. It's like insane. Like insane. If I gave you guys the quote that I had initially for the trim saw, you guys would tell me, "No, Anie, don't do it. You'll never make your money. Don't do it." So now Yarrow worked it out. So he modified some stuff so we can save some money. And so then we green lighted it. So it's around the corner, you guys. I promise. We all need to remind each other of this so much. Yes, I can't control everything. On like popular, concept, like ideas, I don't control everything. Yes, so there we go. You got the answer for that? We good? Okay. So you guys, I am going to wrap this up because this little girl has to pack all this stuff up to JCK. So wish me luck that I finish quick. And you guys, I will be. Hi, Belma. Belma, come to JCK. How an amazing time and have an amazing. I am there in spirit with you. Oh, Belma, I wish you were there with me. Belma, I met in Tucson. We had a wonderful time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, you guys. But I will be posting from JCK. I'm going to try to post every step of the way, even me walking into the show, what it's like. So you guys try to follow me on my Instagram stories. It's so much easier for me to post on Instagram stories. So try to do that, but I'll try to post on Facebook as well. So, all right, guys, I love you. I will see you guys in Las Vegas next. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. And thank you guys all for your support. I don't ever put anything out there that is not perfect. I have a business, I have liability. Things have to run like seamless. Like, you guys, just to give you guys an example of my just here, look. Just my flat tops, okay? Just the flat. Can you do the side cam? Ah, beautiful. So this is my flat tops. Look, the flat tops go on. No special tools required. That's it. And watch how it spins, you guys. Do you guys see? That's my dust. But do you guys see how it's spinning? Do you see any vibration? Any vibration? Any? Nope, you don't. Zero vibration. Zero. Because all of these things, you guys, are calibrated. Everything. You guys don't even know. We have motors that get rejected. We get motor shafts that get rejected. We get spindles that are rejected. We get discs that are rejected. We got you don't even know what goes into making a jewel tool. Nobody knows. And if they did, they'd be like, why do you do that, Anie? Promise you guys. So, it's funny because back in my woodworking days, those woodworkers, they're a little frugal bunch, those guys. So they would be like, yeah, Anie, I can make a spindle motor vertical. I could do that. Let me just buy those discs from you. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, Frank, that it's not as easy as you think. But who am I to stop you? This is America, land of the free. So they would buy these discs, and then I would get the phone call. Every person that tried to MacGyver a jewel tool on their own and bought the disc, I get the phone call. Hey, Anie, how much for one of those jewel tools? And I'm like, wasn't as easy as you thought, huh? And of course, I would give them a great deal because I wanted them to not suffer the way it is. And as long as I can cover my, costs, I'm okay. But every single guy that tried always called me back and we would laugh. I'm like, and I knew it. Every time they would buy it thinking they're going to MacGyver their own, Yara and I would laugh. We'd go, think he's going to call us to do it. So this is my life, you guys. I devoted it to making the jewel tool, and it's a lot. I always joke and I go, I probably will make more money just selling a regular two-sided bench polisher, honest to God. But I complicated it and had to invent something a little easier and whatever. So anyways, quality control. Okay, you should totally share any videos or pics you're doing at woodworking. That will end that. I know, whatever. I don't care. So anyways, you guys, I love you. I will see you guys in Las Vegas next. So stay tuned for my next adventure. I love you and thank you guys for this support. Bye for now.